everyone, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 20th of July going through until Sunday the 26th of July 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to give you a rundown of what the planets are doing up in the sky this week and how that's going to affect you. My horoscopes are based on UK time, so take the time difference into account if you're elsewhere in the world. But as I always say, don't get too hung up on the timings because the planets move gradually, so the energy is going to be gradual. It's not just going to be 9:17 p.m. and that's the end of it, okay? So on Monday, the 20th of July, we have a big event happening. We have a new moon in Cancer at 6:32 in the evening, and I've just made the video on the new moon in Cancer explaining that. It's an emotional energy that gives you a huge opportunity for change. It's not going to be the easiest energy in the world, but it's super important and useful to make your life better in the long run. So have a look at that video. We are in an interesting time. We did have an eclipse in Cancer in June, and any eclipse is there and it influences you for about 6 months. And an eclipse in Cancer is all about how you nurture yourself, how you take care of yourself, other people, how you love, how you interact on an emotional level. And until the end of 2020, you really have an opportunity to let go of negative behavior patterns that make your life difficult. And with this new moon in Cancer, the second moon in Cancer here in July, you have an even greater opportunity, or the first month really, the first huge big stop on your journey of self-care, where you're able to detox from negative behavior patterns and you can replace those with positive behavior patterns. It's just that you have to do a little bit of work on yourself. It's not the easiest energy in the world. Personally, I find it quite difficult. I had to change my t-shirt because I was sweating so much. It's not comfortable for everybody. If you're a Virgo like me, for instance, it's not the easiest thing. Capricorn, Taurus also, I think, struggle with that. Sagittarians, Aquarius. Give this energy a chance and engage with it. Have a look at the video on the new moon in Cancer. It really is a fab opportunity to make relationships better. So on Monday the 20th, we've got that happening. We also have the sun and moon then conjuncting each other, obviously, and they oppose Saturn in Capricorn, Jupiter in Capricorn, and Pluto in Capricorn. So all the outer planets, they're in retrograde, so they appear to be going backwards, and they're all in the sign of the worker, Capricorn, on the other side of the chart, and they're forcing you in a sense, or they're setting the stakes quite high in the sense of you can change the way you feel and the way you behave as a result. That's a really lucky and positive opportunity to make significant long-term changes in your life, but it really depends on whether you want to use that opportunity or not. The moon goes into Leo at 9:17 in the evening. So the moon changes sign from the water sign of Cancer and it goes into the fire sign Leo. And that immediately brings fire into you, into your energy. It gives you the sense of I'm confident, I want other people to see me, I want what I want when I want it. And it also gives you the potential for a little bit of a temper or even frustration. So on Monday the 20th, it's a day to face your own negativity, your fears and your obstacles. The Leo moon then at the end of the day helps you rise to the occasion and gives you the confidence that you need. Just make sure you use it to be heard and to be clear and to stand in your own power rather than to let it eat away at you in the sense of I'm not allowing myself to be in the spotlight, to stand in my own power, and I'm just kind of seething and I'm kind of resentful in the background. That's not useful, that's not good. On Tuesday the 21st of July, we've got Mercury in Cancer. So the communication planet in the water sign of Cancer. So when it comes to the emotional side of things, you're really tuned in to your own feelings, to other people's feelings. If you're an intuitive, a psychic, someone who works with the kind of spiritual side of things, you're really going to get a huge amount of energy coming in. So be aware of your dreams and messages you get from other people, and also shield your energy in the sense that you don't allow yourself to just be overwhelmed with other people's stuff and you're completely overwhelmed and bombarded by it. Mercury in Cancer squares Chiron in Aries, so it causes friction with the wounded healer in the sign of the Ram, Aries, saying let's move forward, let's get things done. The Leo moon sextiles Venus in Gemini, so the moon giving you this confident energy connects with the planet of love and beauty in the sign of the communicator. So that's really upbeat and positive. It's gonna give you the sense of, yes, I can enjoy myself and I can talk to people. It forms a trine with Mars, the male principle, and Chiron in Aries, the wounded healer again. And it also squares Uranus in Taurus, the rebel, the planet of eccentricity, the unexpected, in a practical, physical way. So that combination means that new relationships and starting new relationships aren't really the best idea. So new relationships with people, places, things, anything that you have no control over. Taking action where you're relying on a positive outcome and you assume that the outcome, of course, is going to be positive because everyone agrees with you and everything always goes well. Those kind of ideas, you should shelve them and kind of put them aside for now, especially if you're waiting for other people to approve of what you're doing, the way they always do, or you want them to get involved free of charge, and it's just because you are presenting something so wonderful that of course other people are going to get involved. That's not likely on Tuesday. The best way forward is to focus on something that you can do independently and where you do have control. So what projects can you start? What can you change about you? Where can you go that gives you a sense of joy and peace and happiness? So the assumption that you can lean on other people and everything's just going to be fed back positively, don't take that for granted. If you do get that, fabulous, great, but don't bank on it if you don't want to be disappointed. On Wednesday, the 22nd of July, we have the moon going into Virgo at 11:41 in the evening. Now we have reason and groundedness and analysis coming back into the chart. The sun moves into Leo at 8:38 in the morning. Happy birthday, Leo. So now it's your time to shine and to be confident and energetic, and for all of us to enjoy a sense of fun and play and silliness and just enjoying life and being out there and confident and having strength. The Leo sun quincunxes, so it forms a harmonious relationship with the outer planets. Outer planets being Neptune and Pisces, the water planet of dreams and intuition, being in the sign that it rules, Pisces, spirituality, so that's really strong. Jupiter, the lucky planet, Pluto, transformation and change, Saturn, structure, and they're all in the sign of Capricorn, the worker, in an earthy way. So they're urging you to combine your dreams and your hopes with something practical and actual muscle and doing something, taking action to get the positive vibes from that. And then finally, the communication planet Mercury, still in Cancer, forms a harmonious sextile with the outer planet Uranus, planet of chaos and rebellion and the unexpected, and that is in Taurus. Another earthy sign, that's very focused on making things happen and having control over the physical world and saying what goes and what doesn't go. So with that combination on Wednesday, you're able to take your power back and you're able to focus on your feelings as well as information, facts, how things ought to be. You get a bit of a level-headed sense of neutrality. Emotions aren't so welcome, nor are they as all-pervasive as they have been on the days before, Monday, Tuesday. So take learning from the past and implement it today on Wednesday, the 22nd of July, for great practical new beginnings. So you're able to take control at the end of Tuesday, the 21st, but here on Wednesday, the 22nd now, it's really important to look at things like work, your physical health, your daily routine, especially if you've got something like an addiction going on, or you want to get back into exercising or meditation, anything like that. The energy and the fire that you get from Leo, rather than using it to get angry or frustrated, pour that fiery energy into these new projects. Take the focus away from other people so much and really empower these things that you're now interested in. Always treat other people with respect, but on Wednesday, make sure you do that as well, and you still give people the attention if they require it or demand it of you, and be careful of treading on other people's toes, because if you're rude or unpleasant on Wednesday and you're just like dismissive, other people are going to give that back. So you can save yourself a lot of grief and conflict by really focusing on what you can do and staying in your lane. On Thursday, the 23rd of July, we have the moon in Virgo, squaring Venus in Gemini. So both of those are in signs ruled by Mercury, the communication planet. Virgo is about getting information in. Gemini is about expressing information. The moon is the most sensitive part of who you are, so I feel analytical and grounded, and I want to make sense of things, and I want to learn and study. Friction with I love to talk and communicate and do new things and try new opportunities and find new places and things to visit. You won't know whether you're coming or going a little bit with that combo. The Virgo moon trines Uranus and Taurus, so the unexpected in a practical sense. And it sextiles the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, Mercury, the communication planet, still in Cancer. So the emotions are there, also the sense of I want to control my circumstances in there. So Thursday is really a fabulous day to be creative, because all of that combines in you being able to translate what you're feeling into something tangible that other people can engage with. So if you have had an emotional week, or if you find that Monday through to Wednesday is a time where you really feel a lot of stuff, instead of trying to get other people to understand you and explaining those things, put this energy into a creative outlet. So sing or paint or dance or play an instrument. Thursday is an opportunity to create a wonderful piece of work that will have a life of its own, and it gets that life of its own through your creative devotion. So by really pouring your energy into something, you can create something that is magical and wonderful. On Friday the 24th of July, the Virgo moon opposes Neptune and Pisces. So Virgo is analysis sitting here, making you feel, oh, this is something I can engage with easily. And Neptune is something that feels very foreign on Friday. So anything that causes you anxiety or anything that's vague or kind of nebulous, you're not going to feel that very much. The Virgo moon squares Venus in Gemini, so we still got that friction between do I learn and listen, or do I communicate and express myself? The outer planets are involved again, so the Virgo moon trines Jupiter, Pluto and Saturn, all of which are in retrograde in Capricorn. So Friday is a great day to be successful in your practice of being patient, loving, kind and understanding. So as the week goes on, the emotional, personal side of things and the physical, practical side of things, work and living versus relationships and love, they kind of balance each other out and they come into balance as the week goes on. At the beginning of the week, it's all feeling, all emotion, and very little practicality, and that starts to come in. And now on Friday, you've kind of hit an even keel here, so that's really nice. So make sure that as well as practicing patience and love, you also devote yourself to practical things, because you now have the kind of presence of mind to articulate your ideas and to work hard at something you love. And on a different note, this is a day where discussion and interpersonal understanding can actually get you somewhere. I understand what you're saying. Thank you for listening. That kind of thing. So that's really good, and that's not something that is just handed out freely at the beginning of the week. On Saturday, the 25th of July, the moon moves into Libra at 1:55 in the morning. So the moon in Libra now is much more connected to the outer world, to beauty in the self and in other people, seeing the best in people, feeling a natural sense of connection and respect for other people, and being able to see beyond things that keep you apart, and you're able to focus on unity and the things that bring you together. The Libra moon then opposes Mars, the male principle of what I want, what I wanted yesterday, and Chiron, the wounded healer. Oh, this is something that's unhealed inside me. Both of those are in Aries, and Aries and Libra oppose each other. So now it's not so much about you. The Libra moon also sextiles the sun in Leo, and it squares Mercury in Cancer. So we've got water and fire and air. Saturday, therefore, is much more non-confrontational. You feel diplomatic and you're focused on making things nice, as one of the housewives would say. You're able to have fun and to enjoy personal relationships with others without conflict and drama. So it's nice to kind of know that, because you're able to plan when you address things or when you want to spend time with people. It gets much easier as the week moves on. You soften towards other people's demands of you. You become more resilient because you're able to multitask. And because of that, you feel stronger and you're able to maintain a good balance in the different aspects of your life. And because you're feeling stronger and better within yourself, you can deal with the things that you need to deal with, and you can be there for other people. So you can juggle things much more easily and you feel more yourself. Whereas in the beginning, different parts of your life really demand all of your attention. So I have to focus on my feelings and other people and how I feel within myself. And then I have to focus on practical things and exclusively devote myself to applying myself in a practical, physical way. Friday, Saturday really balances that out. And then by the time we get to Sunday, the 26th of July, we still have the moon in Libra. So a great sense of balance. And also in terms of your thinking, it's a much more objective view of things. You're not so focused on what you feel and what you want or what someone else is doing. It's kind of taking both sides of the equation into account. It's trine, so it's in harmony with Venus in Gemini. Venus rules Libra. An air sign, Venus is in Gemini, an air sign. So the planet of love and beauty is very happy and comfortable there. It's able to express what it feels and loves. It squares, so it has friction with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. And it forms a quincunx with the water planet Neptune in Pisces. So Sunday, we're now moving to the other extreme, and Sunday is really nice. You love love, you're in love with love and beautiful things, and you see all the beauty in other people and places and things in your life. So you really are appreciative and you naturally feel very grateful. So on Sunday, give yourself the time to explore all of these things that you love and adore. Give yourself time to do the things that you love, to be with the people you love, to go to the places you love. And yeah, even if that's your house, you know, if you're in a place where the lockdown started up again, go meditate or play the guitar in a part of your house that you love, or turn a place in your house into a little corner that you love. Do something nice for yourself that you are going to really appreciate, because by the end of the day, if you do nice things for yourself, you'll be like, thank you, good, that was a good day. And that's not there every day, so it's important to use it when it is. The gift of the day is that you can bring the best out in yourself, in other people, in places or things that you love, and in return, they enchant you and make you feel loved in return. So it's a really, really nice week. Make sure you treat yourself and other people really well, and that you have a lot of fun here. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, just click on book your reading to order a reading with me. In my personal readings, I use astrology, numerology, tarot, and my intuition. So to draw up your birth chart, your astrology natal chart, I need a bit of information. I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. A lot of people don't have the time of birth because not all hospitals record them. So if you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification with me on the website. That's a process where you send me 10 or more life events, and I look at the chart on different times of the day you were born, and I'm able to work out exactly when you were born. That then gives me an accurate snapshot of the sky at the moment you entered the world. By looking at your chart, I'm able to look at what your vocational aptitudes are, what your life purpose is in this lifetime. I can look at past lifetimes, your strengths and weaknesses, love, relationships, where the ego tries to sabotage you and make life more difficult, what the energy is like for you where you live now and other places in the world, what kind of energy they have. I use the astrocartography for that. So that's positioning in myself in the sky and seeing how the planets moved over planet Earth at the moment you were born. That's really interesting and often very revealing for people who live in a certain place or have moved around a lot. I can answer any questions you've got. So anything at all really in terms of practical guidance, also looking at the future and when things are likely to happen. If you have any questions, get in touch with me for a personal reading. I can answer all those questions. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and share the video online. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll speak to you next week.